Hello everybody and welcome back to Gale and Darling Face the Trial of a Century.
I mean, we're possibly the last humans left alive, so the trial of eternity.
Yeah, possibly, you know? The last trial on human civilization's records, you know? The trial for beautiful, lovely boy, Nagito Komeda.
How mad would you be if I got like a Nagito jacket like that, and I was the only one who was allowed to wear it? Because I was trying to think of what an equivalent thing would be for me, and there aren't really any good ones.
I don't know. I mean, I'd be a little sad because he's clearly a fashion icon, but first we have to figure out how he was murdered, and then we can discuss his fashion sense.
Sure.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh!
30 seconds into the episode.
Oh, Sonia. Oh, Soda.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Oh, Soda. Oh, Soda. No! No!
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh, Sonia, why you have to say it again? Oh, Sonia, you said it again. Oh!
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Pico, please beat him up in the alley back here. In fact, I keep wanting to say the backyard. The alley in your backyard.
My heart hurts.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up. So you're saying it's impossible?
Never! Not for Nagito! He could make the impossible possible!
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else. I also agree with that.
Oh, how did the blood get on the girder? There has to be blood on the spear before he gets stabbed.
Yeah.
So he attacked someone, or he beat himself up with it, and then tied it something.
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
Oh, is this where we find the traitor? We're gonna pause on the whole suicide thing and...
Yeah.
Just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Oh.
Please inform us.
Elaborate.
Monomi sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma
And it
said.
worked.
We've been betrayed.
Okay,
over
what's
and over
Monomi
again
got up
so
her
far.
sleeve?
So
Nothing, she doesn't have sleeves. She has a diaper. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Cut. That's a cut. Go ahead and wrap, everyone. Okay, great. And that is the series finale of Gale and Darling Play Danganronpa. All right.
We will not be renewing for season 3. Alright.
That's a wrap.
this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Alright. Cue the inspirational music. Everybody, camera work, focus.
No
Alright.
matter how many
This is a
times I
Sonic
may be
trailer.
betrayed,
Cue Gangster
I
Paradise.
still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
What? When did I say that?
I
didn't
said
say-
very difficult.
I did say difficult. but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
We have not yet had a good estimate of how long the chain part is.
I
Either.
don't think it really matters.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together.
Good answer.
That's how. We made it this far up till now. Everyone working together.
Including the people who have then been killed. We all work together until we die. She's right! We made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. And then the people who helped us died. So, like...
Yeah, okay. Most of the people who died weren't very helpful, though. Let's be honest.
The most helpful character just died, so...
The most helpful character, in some ways, has died. Ibuki was very helpful in at least one trial. Mahiru was relatively helpful. And Byakuya was honestly more harm than good.
Byakuya never made it to
Imposter Byakuya. Yeah, that's what I mean.
He never made it to a trial.
He made that big scenario that led to a murder. So, like... And then it's what? Nekomaru and Mikan and... Oh, what's her name? Kyoko. It's been a while. And Gundam, so...
Then, even now,
Alright, let's do this.
Brain Blast!
Make your argument. Oh, Girder isn't even on there.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work
Blood
together
on
and
left
think
hand, I
this
think it has to
through.
be.
Yeah.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's
think
the
it's
case,
that.
the only other
It
way
might
is...
be.
He used his teeth?
Stop with the
Or
teeth.
maybe he used his front tail. I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Oh no!
What are you saying?
Oh, Akane.
A blessing
Oh,
Miss Sonia is
Akane.
freaking awesome!
Guys, you can't see it, but Darling's eyes are just wide. The intent. Oh gosh. Akane. Oh.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left
That.
hand.
Why did that continue to
If that's the
move?
case, the only other way is...
That's not how that's supposed to work.
He used his teeth?
Or maybe he used his... I know guys have tails.
I don't think it
Blessing Miss
moved.
Sonia is freaking awesome!
Didn't you see it?
No. I think you just missed.
How did Nagito stab himself with
No,
a
no,
spear?
no, not the white words. The
Let's
purple
work
part.
together.
Oh, I know. I think you just hit that
When
instead.
the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife.
He was only able to... But his left hand was also tied up.
This
Then that
one.
rules out his left hand.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
Yeah, it didn't exist. He didn't have blood on the palm of his hand.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
Girder.
Look,
No,
There's
he's
blood
got it
off
on his
his hand.
fingertips.
around the
Yeah.
middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
It's unnatural. That's
You
what's
just
wrong.
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Imagine a scenario in which you are being hit by blood and you get it only on the tops of your fingers and the bottom of your palm.
Picture, if you will.
A murder.
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
It was gripping.
I see.
I mean, it could have been a
When the
fist
blood
as well,
splattered,
but
he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Oh my god, Akane.
okay.
Akane, no more front tail for you.
I was about to make that joke.
Darling, no front tail for you either.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Now that you
Close,
mention
Sonia.
Compared to the rest of
I
his
mean, it is
body,
part of the spear.
The wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the
Hey,
problem.
Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Wise words that have nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
What section of the spear was he holding on to?
The cord?
The shaft.
The front shaft. Shaft.
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
It is.
It was odd when we noticed it then, and it was odd when we noticed it now, Chiaki.
Yeah, how do you know what the size of a human fist is? Other than like looking at your own human fist.
I mean, why is that the first thing you think of?
Ah, you're
But
right.
that's the better question.
So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end
Gripping
up
it and
here
ripping it.
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Yes. That's what I'm going to say. Except like the swinging around part happened beforehand.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
But that's one of the easier ones to solve.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extended from the butt of the spear with his left hand. From there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with a spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At
Yes.
a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
What? That's a long plan.
That's a long
But it's a
plan,
good
May.
plan.
Exactly, Akane. I agree with you.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Oh my gosh, guys, this is the easiest problem to solve. Out of all the things they've asked us, we know where... Okay.
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it, could it be? The state of the spear, and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito.
Is this gonna be...
Logic dive, time to skateboard. Ooh, skateboards. Alright,
Zoom, zoom, zoom. I have a problem with this game.
why?
He's neither wearing a helmet, nor knee pads, nor elbow pads, nor wrist guards.
Yeah, that is very dangerous.
If you're gonna dive through the cerebellum of a murder mystery,
At least be safe about it, you
yeah.
know? Where's the spear just before?
Above or in his... I think it's above.
I just barely missed it. I meant to jump and then I slew
Didn't.
I didn't instead.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, they move now.
Oh god, I really ran into that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, come on.
You're not supposed to hit them.
You know what? I didn't get that memo.
See, like that.
Woo! What else was above? A ceiling girder. The plushie! The plushie was above him, staring him down!
Aren't you glad you have all these mini games to distract you from all the cool... the reason you got the game? You know, the murder mystery part of it?
Hey, I like this mini game. It reminds me of Run, my favorite Flash game. Just like, this has a skateboard though.
Yeah, and you're the Silver Surfer.
Question 3. Connects both the ceiling girder, the spear's cord.
Oh, it's blue all 3 times.
Whee! We did it! We did it! Woo!
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together!
Is it?
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
Yes!
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
No!
That'd be awesome, but probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Exactly.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder.
But that means,
It
again,
probably
he would have
got
had to have
smeared
blood
there during
on
the
the
setup.
cord before
I think they're gonna be like...
it was shown when he was getting tortured or whatever. He'll totally...
No, it's gonna be picky. It's gonna be like, oh, it stabbed him, and then it just happened to hit his hand in the cord.
Well, look,
Even
you can
if-
see there's blood on it now before.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But, like,
They'll probably say it was when he stabbed himself in the arm or something.
they're probably gonna be, like, non-specific about it or something. Instead of being like, ah! Like, they just needed that piece of evidence.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
So what's the twist?
He really committed suicide? Like that?
Because, like, now I'm wondering if the twist is Chiaki planned all this evidence exactly like this so that she could put forward the idea that it was suicide and everybody would be so willing to believe that it wasn't anyone that they liked that she could get away with it, you know?
Yeah.
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
Unless that was the point!
I agree. When I was
We
investigating
also still
this
don't know
case,
how the poison
I kept
fits into
thinking
it.
over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end.
Yeah, it was from the stuff on his arm.
Yeah.
Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right? Did he put the duct tape on his
My
mouth
boy
too?
had dedication in spades.
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Hope, of
He was
course.
probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
But it isn't! I don't believe it! I refuse to believe it!
Did he know that he had to be the last murder?
I had hope in Nagito.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
No! My boy had a darkness in him, but I don't believe it. I don't believe in any of this. I refuse. Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he died. That's the form his malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me. No, he wouldn't. He never did. I mean, he did that scoff sassy thing, but
I'm agreeing with you that this is definitely out of character for him, but...
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
Yes, Sonia. Yes.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
Hey, Rico, I love you too, but... Oh...
Huh.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
Come on, Hajime. Speak up. This clearly isn't right.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
No, ask. Come on. Come on, guys. It's never this easy.
Press A,
Why?
press A. We got it.
I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
No!
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
No, Akane! No, that's the one thing we can trust, is your gut and your weird senses, okay?
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh?
No!
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island.
I have an idea.
Stop! Yes?
Stop freaking out.
Oh.
Don't vote for him.
I don't get to choose. When the voting time happens, it's just the game. I get to choose who to accuse.
Don't accuse him.
Okay?
Accuse Chiaki.
Yeah?
Put her on defense.
I would love to. I don't get to make that decision.
I think we do. That's what's about to happen is what I'm saying.
Well, if it does happen, obviously I'm gonna pick Chiaki.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
No, clearly not. We have to be put into a pit of despair.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Yes! Hajime, you're finally listening to the two aliens in your brain. Yeah.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that he couldn't have messed with.
You were gonna keep going? And here I thought we were finally finished.
Something that he couldn't mess with. Fine, burn, survive, spear, fleshy blood, panels, artificial ruins. Apparently he never revealed fact to anyone.
I think gas mask and gloves.
I am very confused about this specific one.
Well, that's not how we pick it, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I would say the poison?
Crap!
No. Something, a piece of it he couldn't mess with. I don't think it's this. This has nothing to do with anything. That's nothing. That's nothing. So I guess it's something we've already done.
I see!
It's the file! I don't know what about the file.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't get it, but sure.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Yeah, there was something. What is it? I feel stupid. Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma fleshy factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Oh shoot, they're gonna make me do the Hangman's Gambit. Aw,
Such a fun...
Blank of blank.
Cause of death.
Oh my god. Okay. I can slow down a little bit. What? Okay.
There are so many of them.
Oh my god! What is going on? I can't even... My brain cannot process what is going on the screen right now. Oh my gosh! What am I supposed to do? Oh my god! Okay, where's the E? I'm just gonna get through this.
Yeah.
Where's the F's? F's?
Oh yeah.
No, I deleted it, darn it. Game, this is too hard. I didn't ask for this. And I thought I asked for normal difficulty things.
Did we change it?
No, I didn't. Oh my gosh. That was stupid. Yeah, trial, whatever. As if in real life we wouldn't have selected Nagito over this. Hajime, whatever. Woo!
This is mine.
Yes, let's retry.
No, we're good.
That's it. That's the end of the run.
We tried our best.
Look, that was stupid, okay? Everybody agree that that was stupidly
Now
hard?
you have all the health back, so just go for the letters.
Nope, that's the wrong letter. How many D's?
We already got farther than last time.
Okay, I don't have any A's. Oh my god. That was stupid.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
Here he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
Except for this.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
So it is the poison.
He was poisoned. Probably by those fire
Grenades.
is my first guess.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
But then does that mean we all killed him?
That's a question I was going to ask earlier. If he sets a trap and we spring it, who does the game consider responsible?
We asked that with Fuyuhiko's murder, or like the one that he was part of.
Yeah.
And
But
the
that was different because as a whole is a person a tool thing, which was already a BS argument.
I mean, no. Like, it's asking the same thing. Like, if Nagito set it up, but he's not the one who pulls the trigger, does it count? That was the same argument for Fuyuhiko's case, because Fuyuhiko had set up the where everything that had happened in the murder, and then it's just Pekko's the only one who followed through.
Kind of. I think that was more about Pekko's free will than anything.
No, it really wasn't.
I didn't think he wanted her to kill Pekko, though. I thought he was going to do it himself, and then she ended up feeding.
Well, that was the crux of why it didn't work out, was because in the end Fuyuhiko didn't order her to do it. She did it. She completed the plan on his with the
unspoken intent.
Unspoken intent. But since he didn't order her, hey, kill Mahiru, and he just.
But I thought we interpreted that differently, but that's fine. Anyway, we're here now.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
No.
And we're going through evidence.
It's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
It's a murder-suicide, and we all murdered him.
Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
Yes!
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Always!
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
It's a complicated friendship.
It's a weird way of being.
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be alright. That's what I believe.
Oh,
Monomi. Oh, friendship.
splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along.
No,
never mind. I don't want to think happy thoughts.
I am so stuck on why Nagito would have wanted us to throw the poison grenades.
I'm probably overthinking. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. But now it's time for Monokuma Theater.
No!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start. But, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players shall be figuring that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monomi? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed! Friendship is measured by how long you can stand in silence when you're all alone with someone else. So Monomi and I are the bestest of best friends.
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much?
Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit.
How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know?
We aren't even friends in the first place.
Then as your older brother, let me say this.
You're not even my brother.
It's sad to live life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
Well, there may be some demands for that.
Ooh,
Oh, I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. He's a minor villain in the Batman universe. Man bait.
Oh, I thought it was what Lady Dimitrescu refers to as a trap. Yes, the man thing has reached the man bait.
Oh, yes.
Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
Before the trial ends, a giant bomb just goes off. I had the bombs all along!
That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Let's start from the beginning. Nagito was a dude. He was a little bit crazy, but that's okay.
Here was a man.
Our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If it's her, she's trying real hard to make sure we know it's her.
Yeah, that is something.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Is it the poison we found in his refrigerator?
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
The poison in
Get
his refrigerator?
Get there.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some
Can you
things
just
up.
mash A until we get to a spot?
No.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is, no matter what. The greatest twist is that at the end it's still just Nagito. We just figured out even more.
Yeah, special poison, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can select it now, right?
No, I can't
Let us
change
consider
it.
a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds,
There's no crosstalk.
maybe
That's
he simply
interesting.
bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot
That's
be
it.
seen?
I agree with that.
Had to get rid of all that mindless talk.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility.
How?
Poison!
How?
The cause of death was something
How do
we
you
cannot see.
forget? Good
Then we have to
lord.
consider poison as a possible method.
Yeah, she's a character from that one fighting game.
Poison, like, okay, so also, I hate to bring up the first game again, but, like, this is exactly like how Sakura's trial went. She freaking committed suicide with poison. But it looked like she had been beaten over the head because of other characters coming in and, like, freaking out.
Yeah.
So, like, it looked like it was other people or something else, but then it was suicide with poison. So, I guess the cyclical storytelling has returned.
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember
He had it in his fridge.
when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange.
He had a fridge! None of us got fridges. How did he get it in there? We don't have moving trucks or moving men. Did any of you help him move an entire fridge into his room?
Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see.
Yeah. The poison.
Now that you mention it,
Poison from Monokuma.
there's no way a
Monokuma's
poison like
poison.
that doesn't relate to the case at
You
all.
said that same joke the last
I
time we
know,
found it.
but I got my Patrick Warburton voice slightly better between the episodes. I had to try.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
Quote unquote. Gangster boy.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Oh, Akane! We almost got through the rest of the episode.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
Aerosol dispenser.
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities.
And just kidding. Don't. I still got all the answers. Don't
Are
worry.
there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label.
Hydrolysis. Is it partially hydrogenated?
The way the poison entered Nagito's body. The answer's written on the warning label. I should think carefully and try to remember it.
Oh, come on.
Actually, this is my favorite, so I'm not unhappy.
Okay.
I like the skateboarding bit.
I mean, you're the one playing all the mini games, so.
Duck, 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 goose. Just a casual stroll, skateboarding. Casual skateboarding stroll. What state was the poison in when it affected? I'm gonna guess gas. It might be liquid.
Don't move.
It might be liquid. It's between liquid and gas.
I think it's,
Aha!
yeah, it has to be gas. Ooh, nice dodges.
I like space. Nope. What? Okay. I guess I fell off a slight edge. Whee! Aw. Skateboarding skills. I'm just gonna go this way. Wee. 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 The difficult way.
Alright.
How did the poison enter through his nose?
Yee.
Because it was a gas, so he breathed it in.
He's breathing in the chemicals.
Exactly.
And jump. Nice. Jump. Nice.
That's it? We did it! I was waiting for like the trick question, like.
The game knows this should be a gimme, but they have to give a
What if instead
little
of
mini game
drinking
for
the
it.
poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Yep.
Breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas is because smoke?
The sprinklers.
Sprinklers?
I see!
Oh, water.
Yeah.
Sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks
yeah.
to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Soda, okay? You've explained all this
Honestly,
lots of
no,
stuff.
I'm in the same spot as him. Why does it change it?
Because it's part of the twist. Something's going to happen. Honestly, part of me makes it think it's Soda because he's the only one who's, like, sort of objected to us thinking more about this. But, like, that's a very weak reasoning.
Yeah.
But the point is, right, figuring out motive and stuff, it probably either it's going to help us lead to knowledge that we need to know, and Nagito's still committed suicide, but now we have a lot more knowledge through it that will help us in the final act, or it's going to perpetrate someone else as the actual killer, like he wasn't trying to kill himself or something.
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
How did he inhale it?
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
No, the mystery of how the poison was dispensed.
Hold up!
But
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Was he Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses all along?
Kill every last one of them.
Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Fuyuhiko, this is our lives on the line. Nagito's motive! Nagito's malice! Is that really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't
There
be.
might have been an accomplice.
Bum bum bum! Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Yeah. Was Sonia the accomplice?
Anything
Is
that
this where they
looked
get to the
like
fact that
poison?
we all were the accomplice?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse. The thing that would have been left behind is the container.
I see. Are
But
you
it was
talking
in
about
his
the container the
room.
poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, like in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Except the fire grenades with the poison!
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
No, that is the container!
That's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally
I know
it.
you guys all want to believe in your friends, but now is not the time.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
That's the name of the game! The name is Danganronpa! Unexpected Twists!
If M. Night Shyamalan was a good director and made an anime, this would be it.
This would be it. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else.
Get there!
Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. But if I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
That is exactly what Nagito says.
So that's the extent of your hopes.
Echoed around. Oh my god. Nagito, where?
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Yes, Monokuma. How'd you know?
I'm on my way to possess a young French boy. He's gonna become a superhero.
How many
I'm gonna lead him in the ways of hope.
How many Cat Noir jokes can we make in this playthrough?
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga.
Hey Hajime, have you ever considered pottery classes?
Still, that's pretty messed up.
You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Yes!
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Or it was the fire grenade fragments. Boom, boom, boom! Brain blast. That we will discuss next time on Galen Darling. Struggle through the part of the trial where we know the answer. And, like, to be fair, we haven't known the answer for a lot of this stuff. So it's kind of been interesting. Like, you know, but, like, this is the part we pretty much had called this. So we just got to get through it. And then we get to the fun part. Who done it? Was it really Sonia? Was it Chiaki, who's the traitor? Was it a curveball and it was anybody else other than those two? Because really those two have been the only suspects other than Monokuma and Monami that we've had?
Will Darling bring that Benjamin with him next time?
Find out all this and more on the next episode. Bye-bye! Hi there, it's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay, I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with Darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.